Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Jason. I'm a channeler and I'm coming on for a daily dose of hope. Today is Daily Dose of Hope Day 84. What a daily dose of hope is just that. Um, my guides guided me to come on if I wanted to, in order to give a daily dose of hope, because as you probably have already noticed, the energies on our planet are starting to get wackier and wackier. And so that's what I'm doing. I don't have a lot to talk about today. I just want to share something, and then I'll just go into a channeling. First, before I start, again, if you're, oh, hey, Michael. Before I start, if you're interested in, um, I'm I'm offering a guide. It's called a guide to channeling. It's a guided sorry, it's a channeling course. And it starts June 1st. We have one or two more spaces, I think, left. So if you're interested, please check the links below. And then what I wanted to talk about today was last night I got a severe psychic attack. My goodness. I've been getting attacked a lot recently, and I've been learning a lot from it. But last night was a different energy. I haven't experienced that yet. So, um, but what I wanted to talk about was, first of all, the energy was really different. It reminded me of Harry Potter. In the Harry Potter, they have those what are they called? The Death Eaters, right? It was kind of like that feeling, just like this kind of like energy of, but it wasn't all dark. It was kind of colorful and dark, and but um, but the thing I wanted to bring up from it, because with these energies, I mean, you fight it with your will. You kind of it's like a battle, battle. Who's going to win this battle? Of course you're going to win. But it's a battle and it tires you out. And also it always happens in the middle of the night, which is like, it's like, can't they pick a better time for that? Um, so like in the middle of the night, you're not really all with it, and you're not really, your guard's not up. You're just kind of half asleep. And um, but what happened, what I thought was interesting, this is what my point is that when I woke up, I decided, I was like, I'm going to pray to God. Hey, God, help me out with this thing. This thing is pretty intense. And that was who I went to. I didn't go to anyone else. I went to God. And I think all of us, when we're really in a place where we're not, feeling balanced, or everything's not going really well, we go to God. We go directly. We don't go through anyone else. It's just like, God, help. What's going on here? Why? And but yeah, so that's what it was. Um, but anyway, I think I've been stepping on some, what do they call, mines, or I've been setting off some firestorms. So, oh well, be that as it may. I'm familiar with these psychic attacks. I've had them since I was like in high school, so I know what they are. I know what to expect. I know how to clear myself and all that kind of stuff. It's just that even when they come, you're always taken aback, like, whoa, what was that? And then just it's the middle of the night. It's like 3, 2 in the morning, and it's like pitch black outside, and just like again. Um, so the biggest thing is Michael. You say, "Can we help you? I'll join your Jedi team." Thank you. Yeah, let's. uh, no, I think, well, yeah, I think the only thing is just, yeah, just I have to kind of go through these things and figure out how to. I think, in a sense, it's like a training course. I'm sure the person who's sending them doesn't think of them that way, but for me, it's a training course. It's a way of learning how all these different energies work. It's kind of like, yeah, so you understand what they're doing, and then you can kind of disengage it, I guess. So I think that's kind of what I'm learning from this, learning about all of these different energies and how to disengage them. Um, and the most important thing is not to go into fear. Don't worry too much about it. It's just, it is what it is. You feel like, okay, psychic attack, right? And then you just fight it with your will, and then you wake up and pray and get the energy out of you, you know. And so, yeah. So I think that's what it is. But it was a new energy, though. I've experienced many different energies, like different energies that are in crystals, like these protector energies that are there to keep people within certain groups that they join. I inherited a crystal from someone. It was like a crystal ball, and I didn't know what it was. It was just someone had passed away, and they said, "Oh, Jason, he likes all those crazy things." So they just gave me the crystal ball, and I thought, "Oh, a crystal ball! I'm going to put it by my bed and see what kind of dreams I have." of course, this crazy being that was inside the ball was, attacking me. It was a warrior being that was supposed to keep people in their group and to keep, yeah. And that was an intense one. That one went all night. That was a long one. So the biggest thing about these things is you lose a little bit of sleep, because it's hard to kind of get right back to sleep after that. You're just like, whoa, just all that energy and adrenaline. Um, the reason I'm bringing this up is so two meanings though. I don't want anyone to go into fear or to worry or anything like that. But there's two things. First is that just that we call to God. We don't call to any other beings. It doesn't matter. There's no religion when that happens. It's God. It's like no middleman. Get the middleman out. I want to talk to God. I need God's help. And I just thought that's really funny, really cool. And then also just to understand that these are not the end of the world, and they do happen. And I imagine many people are suffering from these things throughout the world. And if anyone is, just to understand that the most important thing is, first of all, yeah, to clear your energy, and also to pray and to try to get the energy out, and to do meditations to try to do that, and also to morning, it's all gone, all that energy is gone. But yeah, it's just something to learn. It's just something to understand that it is something that exists, um, and you can just develop your skills in just you know getting it away from you, and shortening the length of it, and fighting it, and realizing that they really don't have as much power as they think they do, which is important to know, that the light always has all of the energy, that we are not bodies, that they're attacking something that doesn't really exist in that sense. Our soul is so much stronger than all of that. Our soul is connected with God. So it's just like, so yeah. But I think, yeah, I've been stepping on some yeah, I've been stepping on some landmines. Hey, Kathy, you say, hello, Jedi Masters. So hey guys, thanks for joining in. Again, just that idea to not worry too much about it, and that it is what it is, and you learn to get stronger and stronger, and to learn, to deal with them better and better. And I just found that was really interesting, like praying. I'm not a big prayer in that sense, but recently, communing with God, and I get, the Course of Miracles says that's what prayer is. Basically, it's not asking for something. It's not saying I want this, I want this. It's just becoming one with the energy that you are, and that. So I guess, yeah, I guess I do like to pray in that sense. But that is a very powerful thing, bringing yourself to the light, becoming the light, and that pocket of peace too. So the pocket of peace is really powerful. That's really good for bringing that energy around you too, and just keeping you strong, keeping that stuff away from you. Um, so I asked my guides this morning. I said, "All right, so bring in that being that attacked me last night. I want to talk to it." And they're like, "Nah, you don't want to do that." I was like, "It's fine. You just put them in the neutralizer." Like, "Nope, no, no." And so they put them, like, they said, "We're going to be the in between. We'll talk to it for you." And so, yeah, that was the situation. So they put it really, really far away. It was like I could barely see it. It's like, they had a restraining order on this thing. So they put it far away. And then, so I could ask questions through my guides to it to find out what it's doing, which is also, um, yeah. And so Michael, you're saying, what did they have to say? And that's a good question. I completely forgot, to tell the truth. I have to look it up in my journal. I wrote it all down. Um, but yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's basically this, what all those things are sent for, the same sort of thing. Usually they're built on, it's built on will, like, um, all kind of feelings that you have, like when you bless someone, it's very powerful, right? You can bless someone and that gives energy. And on the flip side too, that has a lot of energy. And someone who's knows how to do all that kind of stuff will increase the energy somehow. And there's more to it. I don't want to go into it here, but I've been learning what they do, and it's just, yeah, again. There's so many hobbies that you could have on this planet. There's so many things. Like, you could play the piano, you could play the guitar, you could learn to dance, you could draw. It's like, why that? but yeah, so that's a silly question. There's a lot more to that. And Patty asked, "Will you explain this in the course?" Yeah, I'll talk about this in the course. I don't want to talk about it too much on public kind of place, but yeah, I'll talk about that. Yeah, explain. Um, but yeah, that's so it's kind of like a training. You learn about the energies, and you also learn that even though it's surprising, right? Because you're just like, I had a long day at work. I just want to sleep. Oh, I'm sleeping. I'm having dreams, and what is this? What at 3 in the morning? That kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, and you learn, and it's always important to not be afraid. Just always understand this is what it is, you know. And I think as we grow more and more, and as the frequencies uh, rise on our planet, these things will start to kind of slip away as well. I imagine. I think this is kind of like, and this is just my own opinion. This is not, I didn't receive any knowledge about this, but I think this is for me, it feels like the last hurrah kind of thing for them. They're losing ground, and they're trying really hard to gain ground, I guess. Um, Fighting a losing battle. Um, so let's see. Michael Lee says shamans go through the same course. It's quite natural. Oh, okay, that's cool to hear. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So yeah, just dealing with all the different energies, understanding them, and understanding that there's nothing to fear. That you are not a body, and you are not that sleeping body. You are an amazing being of light. You are a soul. You're part of God, and so these are just experiences that you're having down here, kind of thing, or up here, around here, wherever this place is. All right. I feel like I've said too much. Um, Reminds me of that song, the REM song uh, from the 80s. It's such a long time ago. Wow, that really dates me. But from the 80s, the REM song "Losing My Religion," um, which I still think it really stands the test of time. Um, but there's a line in there that I think I said too much. It just reminded me of that. And losing my religion supposedly is like a Southern expression, American South expression for losing your stuff, right? Just kind of losing it. I think it's such a cool expression because it's so wonderful on so many levels. Losing your religion. So in a sense, like last night, I lost my religion. I don't even have one, but it's just like don't go through any middlemen. Just go directly to the direct experience of God. So, whew. But anyway, I brought my little instrument here for the pocket of peace, and let's go into a channeling before I just ramble on forever. Here we go. And what do they have to say about this, about these sorts of things, and what advice do they have um, for all of us on what's going on these days? What do they have to say? Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Jesus or Yeshua. There are many names that we go by. The names are not important, as we are a collection of energy, you might say, an energy that you have built up throughout time. All of the prayers and all of these energies have built up this energy so that we are able to become a sort of energy for all of you, a pathway, you might say, a helper in that sense. And so, what we would like to say today, what would like to come on today to you first to say to all of you is that you're very, very much loved and you're very, very much protected. And as this being said, that there are many different intermediaries, and there are, and they are helping you at the frequency that you are. You see, the frequency of source energy is quite high, and in order to connect to it, at times it might be quite difficult. So, what the intermediaries do, they act as transistors. They translate the energy for you. They step down the energy so that you can understand it where you are, and that is one of the processes that I am in charge of. Well, not necessarily in charge of, but one of the processes that I provide to many of you on this planet is I'm translator of sorts. I help to translate this raw source energy into an energy that you can understand on this third dimension. And so that is what the many intermediaries are doing on your planet. And yes, the goal is to have the direct experience, a direct experience with Source, and that is something that I had attained when I was on in my Earth body, and that is something that all of you can attain as well, very, very much easily. It's much, much easier than it was for me in the time that I was alive. And so that is what we would say about that. It is very important for all of you to remember that of who you are, and to remember to connect to who you are, to connect with the love and with the peace and with the light that all of you are. You are that love, you are that light, you are that peace, and you are bringing that down to this planet. You are such amazing beings of light with so much power. You do not realize how much power you have. And if you did realize how much power you have, it might be difficult for you to go throughout your everyday life realizing that you have the power of the universe at your hands, the power of love, the power to create peace throughout the whole world. Just through a few of you, you have that ability. You have that ability to create so much energy and so much peace. And so, what we would say, yes, with this being his experiences, yes, there are many, many different. Beings, you might say, on this planet and throughout the universe. And he was in contact with one of them. You are on a polarized dimension. This third dimension is a polarized dimension, and so you have both the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. You have both. You have both, and that is what you came here for. You came here to experience both, and then while experiencing it, not leaving it, because once you leave it, you know that there is only love, there is only light, and there is only this neutral point. But you came to experience it within this maelstrom of energy, within this whirlwind of ups and downs. You came to experience it here with your physical body, right here. That's what you came for, and that is a very, very powerful thing. And that is what you are all doing. And in doing so, in finally realizing this, in breaking out of this matrix world that was created above, created on top of your third dimension, you see, the third dimension itself is a skeletal system of polarity. And then on top of that, this was built, this matrix system was built. So, as again, it was said before, you are doubly veiled. And so this matrix system is falling away, and you're starting to realize the true nature of the energy that is around you. Up until this point, the matrix system has protected you. And if you did go outside of the matrix system, you would be attacked, as this being has been attacked, because you are going outside of what is possible, what they deem to be possible. The creators of the Matrix have deemed to be possible, and they do not want that. And they want to instill fear to anyone who tries to for journey out and to venture out. But what is happening is that Matrix system is falling apart. In fact, it has already fallen away. And what you are seeing now in front of all of you is the remnants of that. You are seeing a replay. This is just a replay of what has happened already. You see, that happened before so that you would be protected. And now, so the what we would say is the things that hold down this matrix reality are your belief in it. Your belief in this matrix reality are the pegs that stick it in the stand. But it is built in sand. It is a castle built in sand. And so your belief is the only thing that was holding it up. And enough of your belief, enough of you have stopped believing in this energy that it no longer can stand, and it had to fall away. But if it had fallen away all at once, it might have been too much of a shock for all of you. So what is happening now is a replay of it, a gentle replay of all of these things to allow you to understand everything that happened. And it's being played out in time for all of you to understand step by step, how everything is happening and how everything works. That is what is happening. It is a systematic replay of the destruction of the matrix. And you are living through it now. And what a beautiful time to be alive. What a beautiful time to be experiencing this. You are in an amazing time in your planet's history, one of the most pivotal times, you might say, of your planet's history. And while on the surface, at times, it might seem like nothing is going on, but underneath it all, you are experiencing one of the most most amazing experiences on your planet, most pivotal experiences on your planet. And yes, so in these times, you are also here to have all of these experiences, to understand the dark, to understand the light, in order to bring them all to the neutral point. And so, in order to understand a lot of these energies, it is important for some of you. So, we would not say for all of you, but for some of you, to have that direct experience, to understand how those energies feel, in order for you to truly find the neutral point for those energies. So that if you find them as you are guiding other beings throughout the universe, as you find them, you will understand exactly the feeling, exactly how that feels. And you'll be able to understand exactly how to bring that into the neutral point in the quickest way possible. And so that is what this training is. This is what you might call, yes, as some might call it, Jedi training. This is peace training, so that you can bring the neutral point to anywhere around the universe. Anyone that needs to be brought to that neutral point, any civilization that has been in war for millions of years, you will come in, and you have experienced through this lifetime, these lifetimes on Earth. You've experienced more than most people on many planets have ever experienced and will ever experience in these types of dimensions. And so you're bringing that experience to bear, and you will start to bring that experience into those places. And you will understand intuitively and intricately how it all works, how that energy works. And you will understand how to put it together and how to bring peace, because you will be the peace, and you will understand how to neutralize that energy. And that energy will understand too. It will see that you are there and that you know it. And that is also a lot of power over these energies. If you understand how they work, then they lose a lot of their power. A lot of this, what you might be finding, is a lot of the things that are on what you might say, not the not so positive side, um, operate in shadow. They operate in shadow, and that is their power. Their power is secrecy. And when you shine the light in them, they lose their power. That is why they operate in the dark. That is why this being was attacked in the dark. They won't attack in the daytime in that way. They are afraid of the light. They are afraid of the light. They are afraid of the light. You are the light. You are the light bringers. You are bringing the light to this planet. You are creating the new paradigm, this new frontier. You are the light workers, and you are the ones that are bringing this through. All of you here are bringing through this new paradigm. And it is an amazing time on your planet, and there's nothing to be afraid of. There's everything to be in love about, that you are ready. You are ready, and you're bringing this experience. You are the leaders. You are bringing this. You are the frontier of this new world of love, this new world of peace. You're bringing it. You're bringing it. You're bringing it to the table just by being you, just by being you in all of these amazing and crazy situations, just by being you and bringing your amazing viewpoint, your amazing perspective to the table. That is what you're doing. And that is shifting the whole world. That is shifted. That has caused this matrix structure to fall away, just by being you, just by being the light, just by being the love that you are, and just by following your heart. We are that one that you know of as Jesus. And we're very happy to have shared this message with you. Mm. Whew. Wow, that was very intense. Wow. Okay. So Kathy is say, Michael say, wow, 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 wow. Patty, yes. And hey, Kathy, there's everything to be in love about. Yeah, right? There's everything to be in love about. And Michael, you say, woohoo, go Jesus. Yeah. Oof, he was on fire. Yeah. I haven't actually experienced him like that before. He's usually not so, he's usually very kind of like chill and, hey, man, how's it going? So I was very surprised. But similar intense energy, just transformational energy. Yeah, cool stuff. Amazing stuff. Um, so, ta-da. So in this energy, let's bring in this energy of light. So yesterday we brought in the um, grounding energy from Sandalphon. So today we'll just bring in this amazing, powerful love energy that Jesus brought in, and we'll just incorporate it in our pocket of peace. Let's try that. So again, we'll start by I'd just like you to take 3 deep breaths. All right. And so I want you to really feel this energy that he brought in, this amazing love energy. And yes, this energy of yes, there's everything to be in love about. Bring in that love energy. You are in love. And again, this idea of in love doesn't mean just the romantic. It just means you are in love. And that feeling of being in love is the same feeling as being in love, if you get what I'm saying. So let's bring that feeling of being in love. Just let that feeling of being in love, that just there's a vibrant energy today. Let that vibrant energy come into this pocket of peace. Let it just kind of fill up your area where you are. Just this vibrant energy of love, of being in love. Almost a tipsy feeling of just being in love. This feeling of peace, and just let it wash away all the things that were worrying you, all the things that you thought you needed to do, all the things that you think you need to do. Right now, for this moment, you don't have to do anything. You just to relax and let go of everything. And understand that the more you let go of everything, the more you enable the light to come inside of you, the light to enter inside of you, this peace to come in. You prepare a place for love, for love. You prepare a place for peace inside of you. Ah, just let it fill you all up. You're just full of this energy of this vibrant, almost tipsy energy of love. Feel it. You're in love, and then spread that in love energy throughout your space that you're in, whether it be in a room or outside, wherever it is. Just spread that in loveness around, so that everyone around you is just feeling that. They might have been thinking about something else, worrying about something, stressing about something, but all of a sudden they're like, no, you know what? I'm in love. I am in love. And I don't even know with what. I'm just in love. And let that feeling, just let that come around your town. And just imagine everyone just kind of looking up and saying, what is this? I don't know. I feel really good. What happened? So everyone that was looking down, they just kind of stop what they're doing and just look up and say, yeah, I got this. This is going to be okay. I got this. Everything's going to work. Everything's going in the right way. And then we like to just spread that energy out throughout your whole country, so that everyone's just kind of stopping for a second. Whoa, what the heck was that? Whatever it was, it's great. I love it. I feel like I'm in love. And then just spread that out through the whole world. The whole world is just covered with this feeling, this tipsy feeling of just being in love. We're in love. We are in love. This is what I've been searching for. Huh. All those places, all those dark alleys, all those stressful things, I've been looking for this. And it just found me one day on a street corner. I'm just walking down the street and love found me. I'm in love. This is great. I don't have to search anymore. Imagine the whole world feeling that at this moment. Whew. All right. So, yeah. So I hope you guys feel that love, and with this love we'll keep it so that until the next time we create it again. So we've got all these pockets of peace going on, all of these groundings going on, just until the next time we come to create another one. Just let it just go all throughout the world, and yeah, let everyone just feel in love. What better way to feel, right? So, oh, Michael, you say I feel it. Thank you, thank you. Kathy, you say, yeah, Jesus is usually he's chilled. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, okay, this is a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be today. So thank you guys for listening in. I hope you're hopeful, and hopefully, if all goes well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.